with the camera moving slowly around the outside of the Duacrima Outlook research station, it slowly zooms in and moves through the metal walls until it's in the foyer of the lab area, as we see from the open hatch Sunshine burst out, gasping for air and pushing herself out of the tubing onto the floor with a wet slap. As you get yourself situated and essentially sit up, your foot clatters against a bag, a little wet itself and left there. It appears to be partially opened. It seems to have a few water bottles and food.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up this I'd like to bring with me. What can I see?
Appears to mostly just be the foyer. The doors are closed currently, but there is a button you can hit that will slide them open, as with all of the doors on the station. Aside from that, it appears to mostly be untouched.
I'm gonna very carefully move over to one of the doors and hit the button. But I'm gonna stand my back pressed against the wall.
You hit the button. The doors, after a second, slide open pretty soundlessly, and you're met by the low red glow of the emergency lighting and a apparently silent section of the station. As you kind of peek around the side very slightly, like looking up and down the corridors, you don't really hear anything aside from the standard noises of the station, low hum, and don't see much of anything. There is some stains, but no signs of bodies and no signs of anything else. Until from down through a corridor going down towards the offices, you see a movement that catches your eye. And you realize as you see the face of Landon kind of doing a quick check, swiveling on his head, and then he looks down the corridor in your direction. Landon, you see the unmistakable blonde hair of Sunshine. Puts his fingers to his lips and gestures you this way. You pick up the bag and walk forwards, quickly crouch through the hallway and follow him into the office, where the director is also there.
Shut the door behind her.
Door slides closed.
Where's Mariah?
Fuck.
No, she left me.
Okay, alright. I don't mean to be cold, but it's not important right now.
We can't talk here. We need to get to my office.
There's a thing that can listen for us. We gotta be quiet. I'll scout it out. Does my access code get you get me into your office now?
Oh.
Okay. Then you get to take lead.
I step out and I check each direction.
Yeah. The door slides open, you step out and check the directions. Again, right now, it appears to be quiet. And one by one, you move down the hallway, slightly crouched and quiet, and head towards
Stop. Break room is that way. Want to have a look?
Off it first.
Okay.
and you move again. Open the office door and step in, waving the other two in. They move in quickly behind you. You close and lock the door.
Yeah, I close the door, lock the door, I frost the windows. Okay, this is... Office has some soundproofing.
Oh, right. Okay. Fuck.
I need to drink. And I'm gonna go to... There's a water filter in the corner of the room.
You're right, sunshine. Yeah, I don't blame you. Alright. Oh, God. You sure it's soundproofed?
To a fashion. You couldn't
Alright, so
shout.
no yelling, got it. Okay.
Okay, codes.
Yeah, get those. We... You need to keep that under control.
I wanted to do that for like 20 minutes. Okay.
We have a plan. We're gonna purge the labs where they're coming from. There's more eggs and shit in there. We can't let it get worse. So we're gonna burn the fuckers. And then with that we can initiate a stronger lockdown, but... And then wait, we've called Marines, as you know, so we can bunker and hold. We're gonna seal vents, because we know we can get through vents. And, oh, you... I left that for the Marines, potentially, but that's good. Okay. Now, we could use that for our bunkering. That's food and water. That'll last us. We just wait. Since we know what they can move through now.
And then I need a voice print ident for your security access.
Alright, okay. Sergeant Landon Gray, 5372.
Okay. It's done. And... Codes. You'll be able to see the aliens now.
Oh, Sebastian, good, okay. Fuck, I can't see them. Alright.
You should take these.
Yes, okay, yeah, good. Because he'll come to me, okay.
If he's still functional.
What do you mean?
People were trying to get to safety. Kept on ordering them back to their rooms, because he couldn't see the aliens. They turned into like a mob, but then the aliens headed that way, with all the noise.
They're...
I don't know if
Yes.
Sebastian's still...
He's probably damaged, but my guess is he still functions.
Synthetics are pretty resilient.
But... Enough blows to the head and it will damage it. But... we'll see. Alright.
There's a flicker of light as it distracts all of you enough for a second. You see a shadow moving past the frosted glass, very vague and very faint, but enough to move the light so that the shadow moves over all three of you as it passes the window. The good news is that you did not hear any footsteps or anything, so to a degree, the soundproofing is effective. And the shadow moves past the frosted glass and then off.
God, okay.
Yeah, noise reduction's gonna work from there. I didn't.
Good.
Does anyone want some water?
Yeah, I could use a drink despite feeling like I was drowning a moment ago. Oh wait, I did. Is that how you got here? I finally start noticing that she's dripping. Okay, I'm glad we loosened the vents or the fucking things for you. God.
You okay, Sunshine? Yeah, stupid question, right?
I begin to look.
There is so many things I want to say to you, Austin. But I don't think now's the time.
Yeah, same. I start slowly moving quietly as best I can after giving about 10 seconds or more after the light passed. Bookshelves, anything, and begin to push them in front of some of the vents.
Oh shit, yeah. Let's see if I can use my chair to clog up some of the the roof ones. Just jam something in there.
Yeah. It is possible to essentially use some papers and essentially files, clog it up a little bit. The only thing I'll say is no, you're not 100% sure, but no guarantee that the rustling or the moving about wouldn't echo through the vents.
Oh, we can. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That one's gonna be tough. Yeah.
There's a slug.
What?
A slug.
There's a slug.
About the size of those vents. It attaches onto people. Burns through and eats them.
But there you go, Austin. They've made a few special kinds. One of them's the leech. I think you found that one. Was it fast?
No.
Oh, we got that first at least.
None of this was supposed to happen.
Yeah, well, that's neither here nor there, is it?
I watched that guy's chest explode with the facehugger. I watched Jane get skewered by an 8-footer. I saw a corpse in the vent being fed on by the slug. I saw 3 more facehuggers where the chest hadn't burst, and Jim and I had to crush their skulls and their chests so that they didn't hatch. And then Jim got bitten in the ankle by another slug, and he had to blow up the fucking medical bay with a homemade oxygen bomb to get rid of the other 2 7-footers that dropped down whilst we were there. And then I had to try and swim with a 10-pound oxygen tank through the pumps. And now I'm gonna die next to you.
No.
No.
We have a plan. We've figured out ways to lure them away from us. They're very sound activated.
Oh yeah, I've realised.
Yeah. We've been able to distract them and pull them this way and that. It's basic tactics, but it seems to work so far.
I'm gonna pull out that bottle of liquor from my drawer, and I'm just gonna push it over to Sunshine.
I don't want anything else from you, thank you.
Technically, it's from a Marine.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
It'll help.
Shut up.
Clear heads are probably better, Austin. Anyway,
The staver, she practically catatonic.
and that will make it worse. Trust me on that one. That's a celebratory disassociation, not a in-the-moment one. I walk over and grab a cup and get some of that filtered water. Down it. Okay.
Vision map. Look, okay, we are here, essentially the center of the bottom half. Through that window is the break room. It's pretty large, kind of open.
Oh, God. That's not good.
And then here, right down the end, there's toilets.
Yeah.
We need to get into the toilets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you mentioned that.
And then we can get into the restricted area.
Secret doors. Sunshine. Isn't that fun? These labs just down below us.
What about
Any fire there?
Bunsen burners? Maybe some chemicals, I don't know if any of them could make fire.
What chemicals? Do you know? Any lists? Anything you have on record here? Surely you've got some files on it.
Yeah, of course. I'll bring out the budget for things ordered by those labs. Yeah, there's hundreds.
Okay, let me see. I start... If there's any roll for it, I'll look. But I'm looking for something that could potentially make basically a makeshift explosive.
Chemical fire, do you think that's...
You said they have problems with fire. We could at least block maybe a hallway, drop it behind us.
We're
Burst
also
of fire.
here, Landon.
I know.
I would say roll me survival.
Yeah.
The majority of chemicals wouldn't really allow an explosion or a proper fire of any type. The majority of them are more usable in more of a distillation and research process. There's also some acids, but they are weak acids used to in the archaeology, carbon dating, etc.
And these things are acid-based anyway, so it might not do much good.
And having anything too volatile is dangerous on a space station.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that doesn't escape me. Fuck, okay, no, nothing here, I don't think.
We're not set up for combat.
No, I know I was trying to do something makeshift. I wanted to be able to drop something behind me when we inevitably probably have to run. Fire stops it. Base instincts.
I swirl the bottle of liquor.
Yep.
It's not really going to do much.
You take the liquor. What's the proof? I start looking and look at that. Is it stronger than normal? Clear alcohol brown. Do you have any clear liquors? I'm looking at it to see if it is or not.
That's it. It's...
Might work in a pinch. Maybe.
We don't have weapons on station.
No, but...
I have my swimming trophy. You could hit him with that.
Yeah. Do take out a handkerchief and... It's probably a corked one, knowing you. But uncork it and, shove this in and at least put the cork in slightly so it stays sealed. And Okay, well, I have a lighter.
Well, mine's broken after the swimming.
Fuck. Let's see if mine's still good. I probably have a cheaper one than you. So
I'll look around my office, see if I've got like a spare lighter or matches. Oh, do you know what I do have? I've got one of them desk ones in the shape of like Earth. And you push in North America and it lights.
Yeah, I can't really carry that around with me easily.
I would say there's also a couple of spare lighters in like a desk drawer.
This might work. It's an old Zippo.
Okay, I'll pocket it, and I've got like... It's awkward, but I put the bottle like in my front pocket.
Out in the hallway, a door, one of the doors leading through down towards the offices, slides open by itself. There's a sound of metal bending and moving as something above slides through the vents, and the door slides closed again as the camera pans back and through the wall of the administrator's office back in to the director, Landon, and Sunshine.
Okay. Alright. So, plan of action then. Make our way into break room quietly. Get into the toilets. You open the... Well, either of us now I guess can, but get through this secret door. And then we assess from there and purge the labs. And then... Hopefully, the labs should be secure enough. Somewhere, we need to get into a secure room that doesn't have vents. And just hold up.
How many people do you reckon are still alive?
I think that's... Hope for the best, expect the worst. I don't know.
Not a lot.
Yeah, I'm especially worried about that too.
Sunshine, you said Priya left you. Is she alive?
Don't know. Don't care.
Are you two... Like the office talks, you two were dating.
We were fucking, if that's what you're asking. After Jane was skewered and we were being chased, I tripped. She took the opportunity and the head start. Run for the cryopods. Welded the door in front of my face. And left me out there with it. Apparently I didn't mean as much to her as she meant to me.
Sorry, Sunshine. Knowing her, she survived then. Glad you made it out, regardless.
That's pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pretty fucked is putting a bunch of alien eggs on a space station. The profit. Because we're collateral. You know, that's pretty fucked.
No one's collateral. I didn't bring them here myself, Sunshine.
Oh, that's 50 people compared to millions. Cannon fodder.
We need to focus on what is going on right now, which is our survival.
I'm
and taking
doing my job. This is my job. This is what I'm told to do.
Yeah, but you're not told to be a fucking arsehole, though, are you? That bit's optional.
This isn't...
No, why am I an asshole? Because I'm your boss.
No, maybe because when people get injured, they're required to take their fucking annual leave over getting injured in the work environment which they're required to be in to pay the fucking bills!
But they do pay the bills.
Barely.
They're paid. Providing opportunities for people to...
You skimp out every opportunity, and yet you sit in your nice fancy soundproof office with your bottle of whiskey and your little lighter on your desk whilst we get water rations. You've got a fucking cooler over there, you can have whatever you want.
I'm sorry, because because I get paid more, that makes me an asshole? I get paid more because everyone's jobs, lives are on my shoulders. Everyone on this station.
As to say, we make it out here alive, are you gonna go and pay the 40 life sentences that you've occurred? Responsibility that's now on your shoulders? Or is the company gonna go and clean it up for you? Give everyone else who made it out some hush money. Shh. Never make it out.
Fuck you.
Fuck me. Fuck you. You say you really care about these people and their lives and responsibilities on your shoulders. You skimped out on the fucking medical care so you could be caught at least. Couldn't even get them a real doctor. You think they don't deserve proper healthcare?
You were 2% off. 2% off. Thought you wanted to be here, considering. Yeah, I've cut and scrimp and held the budget so we can still work here.
No, I just think it's a really good thing that there's no proper fucking weapons on the station, because if there was one, I'd use one on you right now.
Alright, that's enough.
This
is not...
Understandably so. This isn't my fault. I'm trying to fix whatever the fuck that terrorist has done to the station. Why is that funny?
Is that the story you're gonna tell to the press if you ever actually make it off this godforsaken station?
Story? There's no story.
You really think Ben did this?
He locked everyone on the other side of the station over there where he knew these things were. I assume he came here to escape.
We know Ben because we work with him. You don't work with him. You just sit there and give orders. You don't even know you didn't even know
Why did he
his kid's
sentence those
name.
people to death? He sentenced them to death. The only way over here was through a fucking tube.
Shut up! Shut up. Shut up.
I do put a hand on Sunshine. Just on his shoulder. Okay. It's good you got that off your chest. And it's good you did too, a bit, Austin, alright? Unfortunately, you're gonna have to hold that in now. Because we need to do things to survive. Alright? It sucks.
I didn't
We can
do
throw
this.
we can throw blame wherever we want to. That doesn't matter right now. That thing out there, those things, do not care who started this. It's not gonna look at you and go, oh, you didn't cause this, I'm just gonna leave you be. No, it's gonna fucking murder you. So we need to stop focusing on that right now. And we need to get through the break room. And get to the toilets. And get in there so we can kill a bunch of these fuckers. So there are less of them for us to deal with. And we can hole up. Bottle our feelings for a couple of weeks. Marines get here, they take care of shit. We get to leave, and then we can scream at each other all we want. Alright? Until then, keep it together. And stop throwing blame. Even if maybe I agree.
I'm just following orders.
Great, and so am I right now. To keep you both alive. Okay? All right. Okay. I'll take a peek. Make sure it's clear. And you'll follow me through the break room. You have to be extra quiet, no talking. I'll just hold up my arm if we need to stop, but don't say anything. And then I'll move us forward as we need to. It seems, as Austin has said, you can't see. So in theory, if we stop, if we do see it, don't make a noise, don't move. All right? Okay. Are you all ready? Okay. And hit the button to the southmost, bottommost door. The one that faces the labs. And I check corners and try to see as far into the break room as I can from this vantage point. Before stepping out. What do I see?
The same as before. It seems clear, but I think at this point that doesn't guarantee anything.
Yeah. All right. Then let's just...
There's very small, slight noises in the further distance. Nothing, well, comparatively nothing majorly to be concerned about. It's nothing imminent, but just small scratching and maybe an occasional metallic noise that sounds a bit less natural. Although, it could also be your imagination.
Without saying anything because the door's open, I just kind of do one of these things. And then I begin to move quietly into the break room.
The other two following you, you hook a right from the door down the hallway to another door, which, press the button, slides open almost soundlessly, and walk forward into the break room. Big, open room, low light. However, even in the low light, you see the walls have started to become covered with something a bit shiny, maybe slimy. Appears to be some type of bioorganic material that has slowly been creeping across the walls, across the floor, covering it. As you slowly move, try not to step on anything, minding your footing, seeing as it's a bit less stable than usual, you make your way in towards the center, towards where the door to the toilets are. By the time you get to the center, though, you can already see what you would have been worried about, which is that this substance has grown over the door to the toilets.
I look around just to see if there's anything at all within eyesight moving.
Nothing moving, but as you move your head around and look, you see a couple of bodies plastered up, covered partially by this strange substance, a bit more sticky. Like there's some filament kind of dangling off them. They appear to be plastered against the wall and kind of trapped there in this strange, fairly hard substance. And that is when you hear the, almost like a cheep, the same sound you've heard before of that alien creature, which uses some type of sonar to sense movement. You hear it up above you. And then you hear the bending of metal and the scraping of some kind of hard substance against said metal as all three of you stood stock still, see the form of this thing slowly slide out from the vent above you and extend down almost silently, soundlessly. Its feet touch the floor off to the side, away from you a little bit, and that same little chirp, now a bit quicker, as its form moves slowly around the room, searching, looking. It steps forward a few paces and chirps again. And as it does, Austin, the tail sweeps along and almost like brushes against your leg as it's looking. And then slowly it climbs over the table just to the side of you, Landon. As it moves past you, the tail kind of like curls around, almost like enveloping you for a second, then moving with the creature as it moves past you, and it heads out towards the door and then out, and you hear it moving as it moves onto the metal. The pad of the footsteps moves off down the hallway and away.
I begin to make my way back to the admin office.
Yeah. Retracing your steps, checking corners and listening for the noise. You don't really hear anything. At the very least, it sounds like it's headed off down the corridor far enough. And you lead them back to the office, hit the door to open it, and slip back inside. Door closes behind you, and at least for the moment, you're in a relatively soundproofed room.
Oh, fuck.
What was
Okay.
that?
That's the one that can't see but uses sound and evocation.
I can't do this. I can't.
I know. Okay.
It's the nesting.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what the biomatter was, and there was people. There was people.
Yeah, I saw. Okay.
This doesn't make any sense. They were they were alive. They put them on the walls
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into why I think
to
that's that
infect
case.
them.
No. don't think so. That doesn't matter right now. The fucking door.
That means they don't kill indiscriminately.
Yeah.
That means they're intelligent.
Yeah.
How?
How? Means you didn't have long enough time to study them.
If we just started making breakthroughs.
Great. Doesn't matter right now. It's gotten worse. Okay. We have to get through that door. And I grabbed some papers and so there were
Wait.
acids. There were weak acids, yeah?
Wait. Check on her. I'll go check on her.
Find something we
She's
can
not
use.
Doing good. Landon.
I know. Okay. Find me some chemicals I can go get. Give me a list.
There's nothing in the bottom labs. There is.
No, but okay. I go and just put an arm around Sunshine.
There is. Wait, there's labs. Okay. How normal people get into the lab is they will go up past carbon dating, and then right down the end of the corridor there is lab storage. It's a long corridor. It is. It's full of unmarked stuff for experiments. I don't know what's there, but there's samples. There might be some acids that could eat into this biomatter. There's not going to be weapons there. We don't.
No, I don't want weapons, but we need to melt that door. Or the shit on the door.
That thing. The more we move, the more chance it's got to.
I know. Is there a way I can just do it myself? Less people, less footsteps.
You
Have access.
You need to find nitrochloroquine. Sterilization. This is what we use it for.
Okay, that
Probably have
Before it's
with that.
before it's dried and cured.
Okay, it was pretty wet.
Highly flammable.
Yeah, good. Keep thinking on those lines. Keep that going through your head. All right.
Maybe you should sit down.
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Take a seat. Okay. Would. Is there a way to open that door? Can I open that door by myself?
To get into the lab? No, it
Lab
requires
storage, not the lab. Lab storage.
Lab storage, the first door.
Yes.
Yes, with a code. Second door,
Okay.
you won't be able to get through unless you're let through by 2 security members.
Hey, what about this? I've got Jim's maintenance card.
It could work. Jim.
Here you go.
This would work. It would bypass it, right? I can get into lab storage. I don't need to get into the restricted lab itself, but could I get into lab storage with this?
Maybe, it's a maintenance card.
Yeah. If the door breaks, we need a way to get through, right? This would be it.
I don't know what maintenance can do. Apparently they can take over the entire station, so yes.
That's why I'm thinking this might work. Okay. Because if we all go, that increases risk.
You're just gonna go by yourself.
Do you have a better idea? Sunshine can't go that way. I'm sorry, but I don't think that's a good idea.
They must... What about the tunnels?
If they're intelligent, they might have figured that out now.
How to open...
I don't know. Oh, fuck, I left the other one open.
Which...
The one behind us when we were... Because Because the fucking echolocation, we rushed in that office.
You didn't close it again behind you.
Because we fucking rushed. Because it was right fucking behind us.
Right. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, okay. That's fucking stupid, but it makes sense.
I don't know if it's in there or not.
They're in the floor.
Just assume it's what. I assume it's in there. Okay. And they make the beeping noise anyway. Opening it again.
Not if it's already open.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't think that's a good idea. Okay.
Wait. Which one did you open? The one up by carbon dating? You have to go past it to get to.
No, it's the one by the offices. We popped out of it and I left
That's where
it.
we came through. The one that you hit is up by carbon dating.
Yeah, that one is
That's
closed.
open.
No, that one is closed. I closed it because I wanted them not to follow me behind as I ran. The one that we came out of, the one into the offices, is open.
You need to walk past that twice.
Yeah.
This is fucking stupid.
Yeah. I hate it, but I think our best bet is for me to go to lab storage. Get the... What was it? Again, Sunshine. What was the chemical I need?
Nitrochloroquine.
Nitrochloroquine. Okay. Nitrochloroquine. Does it need to be mixed with anything, or is it good enough on its own? Good enough on its own? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Okay.
Flammable when it's wet.
Okay.
Okay, we got water.
And those things are... That substance is gooey anyway.
It's like hand sanitizer. Once you put it on, it dries out. When it's damp on you or on an instrument, there's a flammability risk.
Okay.
Well,
And I have a lighter.
when
Yeah.
they're nesting, if they don't maintain it, it does dry out and...
Okay, but it looked
Great.
pretty maintained, unfortunately.
Yes, but if that'll dry it out...
Okay, well then I'll bring some water with me on the way. When we go that way, I can put water on it. We can put the nitrochloroquine on it, and then that'll work. Okay.
We have to get into the labs. Landon.
Yeah, I
you
know.
have to come back.
I'll come back. Okay. Yeah, I'll come back.
You got this.
Shit, do you have an alarm, a clock, anything that I can set an alarm on?
I got a timer.
Yes, that. I can, yeah, okay. I can use that. I can set it. No, I'll diversion again. I'll move into one of the offices. After I set it, it'll move past, and then I can slide up that way. We've proved that works. They're smart enough. They hear noise. They think we're there. They'll inspect it.
Okay.
That increases my chances.
Oh, that's smart.
Okay. Here, I take it and... Okay, yeah. I can do that. I can toss it. I'll head out. I can toss it down toward the labs. Not the lab storage, not the restricted, but the open labs. And then I'll move into an office. It'll beep when I hear the thing moving. I'll wait till it's far enough away and I'll quickly slide out and head toward lab storage.
And then come back. That's a deal, right?
Yes. I will come back. And then we'll make our way to the toilets. And we'll get into the labs.
How many times can you die a day? Because you already done that, right?
Yeah, I've hit my quota. I'm good.
Yeah.
Don't want to increase overhead.
Asshole.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Sunshine. I'll come back. You've helped a lot. Thank you. I know what to look for now.
Right.
All right? I give her a hug. You're gonna be good. We got you. Alright?
Don't leave me to die with him, please.
I'm not leaving you. I'm coming back. Alright?
Please come back.
I'm coming back. Okay. I grab the timer. I set it for 2 minutes. And I step out of the admin office after hitting the button, and then nod for you to shut it behind me.
Door slides open, you step out, and director hits the button, door slides close behind you. And you're presented with the crossroads at the 4 offices, and the decision on which way to go towards the lab storage.
I move toward power access, and at the hallway look left and right just to see where it might be.
Stop at the opening. So you creep up, stop, look left, look right, and then just as you're about to step out, you hear a soft plop of a squishy sound in front of you, making you pause for a sec, and then another, as you see in front of you a small little puddle of gel-like liquid, and you see another drop land in this little puddle, and look up, you see an open vent with just pure dark blackness inside it. And another drop comes from the vent, trickles down, extends, and then breaks off, falls and splats into this little puddle in front of you, a few feet.
Oh, wait.
I would say after maybe 10, 20 seconds, there's the very faintest of metallic noises, almost like a shift in weight right above you, as if something is sitting there waiting just outside the small square of the vent, up in that vent there.
Is there a hallway between power and foyer access, or is that a wall?
That's a wall. You can try and shimmy kind of around the vent, or you could go back and go up towards chemistry and materials and take a slightly longer route.
I'm gonna back up as quietly as possible and move to the cross-section of the offices.
And you move back slowly and quietly and start creeping up past the offices.
And I'll stop in the cross-section.
Yeah.
And again, walk out, this time towards foyer maintenance.
Okay.
To that cross-section and look right and left again.
You look.
To see, and I'm watching for that dripping, if I can see it from here.
You look left and right. There's no dripping, and as you look up, you see that the vent there, or the vent access there, still has its grate on. It still appears to be closed. No sign of any dripping. Leave it another 10 seconds just to make sure. No metallic noise.
Okay. The timer's probably got about a minute left on it. I did set it for 2. And what I do is I chuck it as far as I can down toward power access and the labs, and then the moment it leaves my hands, quietly move back into the cross section and move up towards chem and into chem and materials.
Okay. You move back, and then you move up as quick as you can, but also as quietly as you can. And you open the door to chemistry and materials. You see inside chem and materials there are tables, lab tables, and instruments, beakers, and the like. But the majority of the chemistry lab has been packed up. It's all tidied and squared away.
Okay.
Your objective is still lab storage, correct?
Yes. I just wanted to go in here because I wanted to not be in the hallway for when the alarm goes off.
So you squeeze yourself through and up towards the other door at the other end of chemistry, hit the button, and as the door slides open, you look left and right. And then, after about 10 seconds, an alarm beeps echoing down the corridor. You hear a couple, it's hard to tell directions, like up, down, left, right, but you hear metallic noises and scurrying, and even some heavy footfalls, as they all seem to be headed in the direction of the alarm.
I take that moment to slip out and go towards and into lab storage.
You slip out, and it's a very, very quick little scurry to lab storage door. Input your code, enter, security access cleared. The door slides open, and you slip into lab storage.
Shut it behind me.
Door closes behind you.
Okay. What do I see in here?
The lighting in lab storage is actually not on emergency lighting. It is still lit to a decent degree. Another thing you'll notice is that the vents do not come through here.
I make note of that.
There is a maintenance access panel, however.
Make note of that too.
It is closed.
Good.
You see 3 separate casings with EVA suits, spacesuits, that are encased in glass and essentially not ready for use, but with some preparation would be ready to be used. You
Good.
also see a few shelves of boxes and crates with different bottles and chemicals in, and so on and so forth. And as you step forward, pull one of them towards you, very small, slight tinkling of glass as you do. We fade away on Landon and return to Director LaSalle and to Sunshine.
Want a drink or anything? Yeah. I got soda. I give her a can of soda. There might be some food in Landon's bag. Yeah, okay.
Was it really Ben?
Huh?
Was it really Ben?
You don't Don't believe a word I say. There's no point.
You've never given me a reason to believe you.
Give you your medical degree, which is all you wanted when you started.
Under false pretenses.
2%. It's nothing. Yes. It's Ben. He started selling off the station. He knew those things were here. Somehow he knew what we were doing on the station. And where most people were, in the Hab side, completely locked in. And then came over here. Sabotaged the door so no one can get through. I assume he thought here was safe like I did.
I thought he was going on vacation.
Yeah. Doesn't he have a kid? Maybe he wanted a payday. I don't know. That's... Company secrets are worth a lot of money.
I just never saw Ben as the type of person to leave his kid in this mess for a payday.
Yeah.
Son was a nice kid.
Never met him.
He used to come out and hang out at the medical office when he'd finished his revision and stuff for the day. I'd try and teach him anatomy. He said he wanted to be a doctor.
It's easy to misjudge people who we think we know. It's not our fault. It's their fault. Yeah, well...
Do you think Raya's gonna make it? If she got in a cryopod?
Do you really wanna know? She left you? She just left you? When one of those was chasing you?
Yeah.
No, those cryopods don't work. That's why we haven't used them. She's probably dead.
And in the silence after that, the door silently slides open, taking you both by surprise a little bit, and Landon walks in carrying a few different bits and pieces, like wrapped in cloth so that they don't clink together. Door closes behind him.
You made it.
I got it. And, even better, there are 3 EVA suits in there. Ready to use. We could EVA up to the station, the main station. The elevator's stuck here. We could get away from this. Purge the lab. Spacewalk.
EVing to the station's not.
It's better than in here. By a lot. We can't get to the dock. We can't get into the shuttle bay. So, that's our best bet. I'm just saying.
Okay, alright, there's options. There are options.
There's also, outside of the maintenance access, which we potentially could cover, there's no vent access in lab storage. There are no vents.
No.
That could be the place we hold up to. We've got a couple of options. I'm just noting that, alright?
Okay.
What's the likelihood that we survive?
Better now.
What's the likelihood that we survive 2 or 3 weeks? It's been, what, 4 or 5 hours?
With EVA, with that, with the food. We have enough food for that.
There
It'll
are
be rough.
maintenance points up the bridge.
I think our best bet's the UVA suits. We won't last waiting for the Marines.
But
I'd be fine taking a
bad
walk.
Options.
It's a bad option, but it's maybe the best option. That's what I'm saying. Alright?
I think
They're not out there. They're in here.
finding somewhere safe here is probably better. There's Marines. They'll be coming,
In 2 weeks.
right?
There are people above us. That's what I'm saying. Alright?
It takes weeks to get up there. Do you know how far that is?
No, you're right. That we didn't get that close, did we? Shit. We can EVA to the shuttle. That we could do. It's sealed from in here, not out there. We could EVA to the shuttle. We have the maintenance card access. That we could do.
That's why he sealed the dock. Because the dock's safe, that's where his kid is.
Yeah. And the kid's probably still there. They could help. As weird as that sounds, that they could open the shuttle, they could do that. That's our plan. That's our plan of action.
Look, you have 3 options. It doesn't make sense to say no to any of those options.
I'm not staying here a minute longer than I have to. I'm going.
Yeah. I think the shuttle's our best bet, number 1. However, we have backups. It's good to have backups. Okay.
I just saying that hunkering down, being quiet for a relatively short amount of time, considering.
You stay if you want to, but I'm going.
We'll get to that when we get to that, Sunshine. I'm not saying no to that, okay? I'm leaning toward the shuttle as well. We just have backup options. In case that goes wrong. We've got a number of plans. It's always good to have contingencies. But yes, I think the shuttles are number 1. EVA, they're not out there. It reduces our chance of finding them too. But we have to get through the toilets regardless.
Let's just get to the lab and then see where we are.
Okay. Right, I've got my makeshift Molotov. I've got electrical green.
Found what we needed?
Yes, I did.
Did you see any of them?
Any what? Oh, yeah.
Any?
The timer worked. Oh, I think it's 3.
3.
Yep, there are a couple being more quiet than the echolocation one. It's roaming, the others are in the vents.
Okay.
But they're drawn to noise. They fell for the timer. It worked.
We'll just leave them there. We won't make any noise for them.
Exactly. You just gotta be quiet. Melt that shit. Get in through the toilets, shut the door behind us, and go through this.
Get to the lab.
The lab.
Done.
Exactly. Okay. The vent is open to the hallway near power, so we just gotta be extra quiet there on our way to the break room. So, get out any sneezes, coughs, whatever you do
It's gone.
now.
It's
Drink some water. Hydrate, just in case. We have a little longer than we'd like.
No, let's go. Let's go.
Okay. I shoulder the bag of food and water.
Okay.
I hand you, Austin, the nitrochloroquine. However it's pronounced, I don't know this shit.
Okay.
You hold on to that. I got a couple of backup bottles just in case. I'm gonna hand you one. Hold on to this just in case. Sunshine. Contingencies. And I'll have the third. We don't know how much it will need, so I figured we'd get a few, and this way they don't clink with one of us holding them all.
I'm gonna be honest with you, the tension is killing me. Can we just go?
Yes. Quiet. Follow my signals.
No noise.
Button. Look left and right again before stepping out.
Hit the door, left and right, and then step out. Move down towards the side, back to the break room, to the door. Press the button, door slides open. Walk through the door, back into the break room. The strange walls, the floor, and you start stepping on the floor, the strange material, moving closer towards where the toilet doors are. As you move, you get closer to the edge of the break room. First Landon, then Austin, then Sunshine. You get to the wall and you tip the liquid over. Next bottle. Tip it over. And it ignites. Soft, quiet burning, slowly spreading out slightly, but in the area, and it looks like a couple of minutes maybe, and it will just start to break through it. Maybe you can dry it up enough to make it brittle and break through the rest and the last bit. As you do, can't help but let your eye drift over to the wall where the people are, and I would say all three of you recognize Ben. Plastered up against the wall, strapped in, restrained against it, eyes closed, head lolled. And as you do, you hear a soft thud from nearby. As the thud comes closer and closer and stops, and you hear a squeak, the same one you've heard a few times now, and then closer footsteps. You hear the slide of a door, and you can hear it behind you, slowly moving across the floor. Stops, and then another chirp. And then Sunshine, you see it just in your periphery to your right as it moves forward towards the wall and then slides across in front of you, in between you and Landon straight past the front of your face and keeps moving, gliding across the floor. Stops. Another chirp. And then starts moving away again towards the other door. And then turns and hisses, and you see it start to move quickly towards you. And you run to the door, and you hit the button as a door slides open. The alien, which was moving towards the sound of the sneeze, twists and turns and moves, like slides towards you.
I kick a table. I kick a table at it.
You kick a table. The table slides across the floor in front of it and tangles up in it for a second. Sunshine, you slide out from the door as the door opens and run down the hallway. The alien extricates itself from the table. You hear a hiss and you hear the thud as the alien pushes itself out past the door and follows her down the hallway. Sunshine, running down the hallway, you take a right, and then you take a left. You can hear the footsteps thudding behind you. As you get to the center, you see the access panel, and you key in quickly. You hear down the hallway a stop and a chirp. As you hit the access panel, it beeps a couple of times. You hear a hiss and you hear the footsteps again as the access panel opens. Enough for you to slip down. You get yourself in and start climbing down the ladder. As the access panel starts to close, you hear the rush of something headed towards you. As you feel a snap around your neck, the necklace gets caught in the panel and snaps away as it closes. Crouch down in the maintenance vents. A moment of silence as you hear the footsteps thud above you, but the access panel is closed. And then, very quietly, just behind your shoulder, you hear a hiss. And as you turn around, all you see before everything goes dark is shiny, silvery teeth. You move to the wall, it's dried up, it's starting to break apart. With enough force, you elbow it, and it starts to break, and just as a few pieces of the last pieces get moved away from the door, you hear slight and echoing a scream as the door slides open.
I shove him in.
You shove him in, follow him
shut the door.
inside, hit it, and the door slides closed.
Why did she run? Why did she run?
Get the fucking door open.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. Okay, it's a little complex.
Great.
I was going to ask you to turn around. I don't know why. Okay. Forward. And then pull the handle up. Toilet should flush. And the door opens.
And the door slides open, and as both Landon and Austin step through into the secret laboratory, the camera pans back out through the door to the toilets, which are out past the break room where the wall is still on fire, out and out towards the foyer, where the water hydro tubes are. Pans down, and as the camera starts to fade, we see a barbed black tentacle-like tail slowly dip into the still open access panel to the water as the camera fades away.